Hello. You are first, Kataro. Good evening, Philip. Sup, Mikey's Wargaming? How are you? How are we all? Good evening, Mark. Good evening, Ross. We're starting to stream off a little bit different today because I made this music. I made this funky beat. It's not finished, but I'm addicted to it. There we go. That was fun. That was a fun way to begin. Hello! And welcome to another Warhipster Live. We're doing it. We're doing it live, folks. So today we will be painting a Tzaangors. As you can see, I have sisters on my plate as well, so if I'm waiting for stuff to dry for too long, I'll be painting some sisters at the same time, because I've got a commission of 30, no less than 30 Sisters of Battle to get on with. So we are going to be painting Tzaangors, and we are also going to be painting these guys. Let me just adjust my light a little bit so it's not all wreathed in darkness under the camera. Ooh. Mikey's Wargaming asked, "That's a nice top there, Josh. Where can I buy such a t-shirt?" As some of you may have noticed, we are wearing the Warhipster logo on this t-shirt. I really love this t-shirt. It finally arrived. Massive thank you to Hellcat Hex for making these. Well, designing them for me. You can buy them here on YouTube. So underneath the stream, you should be able to see buy Warhipster merchandise. Or alternatively, if you go to www.youtube.com/Warhipster, there should be an option there for the store. And in there, you'll be able to find all of the merch that we have for sale. We've got mugs, aprons, stickers, sweatshirts, hoodies, t-shirts, vests, and not just for men, but the women and the children. Good evening, Matt. Good evening, Philip, John Ryan, Philip. Good evening, all. Good evening, one and all. I hope we are all well. And we are having a great time. As I said, we are going to be painting some Tzaangors. But yes, you can. This stuff is available here on YouTube, but also on my Spreadshop. I don't have the URL for the Spreadshop though. It's like spreadshop.com/Warhipster. Spreadshop.com/Warhipster. Something like that. I don't know. I'll find the link a little bit later and I will put it in the chat. Is it John Ryan Philip or is it Philip John Ryan? Because I think I do this every week and I feel terrible every time. Are you John or are you Philip? Or are you Ryan? Yes, says Discard Reality. Why are you yesing? Good evening. A to the 40k homeboy. Boom. Here we go then. Philip, John, Ryan. All common male names. Good evening, Flyan. Good evening, Pandora's Socks. So here we have it then. We have our Tzaangor. Let me know if you guys can see that alright. According to my OBS, you should be able to, but here he is. Long time no watch, many apologies. That is alright, Matt. Life gets in the way. These guys are the guys from Hexflame Kataro. In fact, I don't think he's here, but... Ah, there you go, discard reality. Well, there we are. We are painting Tzaangors today, so we're going to have a lot of fun with it. But I thought I would just quickly show this, because as of this morning, we have the rest of the Hexfire. It's going to be a tricky one. There they all are. So, we've got Tzaangors coming. We have the Tzaangor Shaman coming. There he is. So that's going to be a video. That's going to be a video. This is a stream. This is going to be a video. There we have it. I don't think he's here, but this is going to be a video. And of course, we are going to be painting this for a video. So that's going to be fun. All the videos, all the Hexfire videos, Thousand Suns and Grey Nights. Should be a good time. But today we are focusing on the Tzaangors. Oh, get over there. Get on the table of plenty. Built up my Maya Brute Troggoth this evening. It's push fit, but is a lovely looking model. I need to paint my Maya Brute Troggoth, Breaker Boss. I need to build him. I need to do it. Tzaangor Shaman is one of my favourite models. Looking forward to that video. Awesome, Belmondo. Well, yes, it'll be coming. So, yes. And with those, all of these videos, you should be able to paint anything like Tzaangor Skyfires. I really love that Thousand Suns Lord, the Infernal Master. Yes. So the Infernal Master is currently available on YouTube for my early access Patreons. So if you'd like to see it now, you can become an early access Patreon and you'll be able to watch the Infernal Master and Castellan Crow. They're currently available. How much did you hate building all of that, or have you hired your builder? I hated building all of it, Matt. A lot. And the reason I hated building all of it was not only was it difficult, I'm actually out of glue. So I was building with the dregs. God, my thumb has never been more sort of forcing it out. But yeah, here we go then. So I need to get my picture up. Tzaangors. Let's have a look at them then. So, how are we going to paint the Tzaangors today? Well, these are 40k Tzaangors. So unfortunately we don't get the opportunity to paint the lovely shields and things like that, but we might be able to do those in the future. So these are 40k Tzaangors. Why am I only seeing Tzaangors? I'd like to see all the options here, so I can see the pictures of them with chainswords, which apparently don't exist. It's just an upgrade pack, okay? There we go. Okay, so they've painted them quite blue. Whereas when I look at Tzaangors, anyone excited for the new Black Templars box? I am very excited for the new Black Templars. Marshal Helbrecht. I think they're really cool. Right, I'm gonna go for the sort of AOS color Tzaangors, I think, rather than the kind of quite blue ones, because I prefer the scheme. I think they look really nice as the sort of, if you go on the Games Workshop website and look up Tzaangors, it's the thing that comes up rather than the upgrade kit. So that's what we're gonna go for. It's the slightly kind of more baby blue, where it's a sort of pale blue grey. Discard Reality says, building sucks, love painting, man. Tell me about it. Hellbrack Bladeguard King, take my money. Yes. I'm very much looking forward to painting him. I've already got somebody who I believe is going to commission me to paint him. So you will see him on the channel. So, let's have a look then. So I think if we're going for that slightly paler blue, there's only really one colour. There is only really one colour that is going to work here. But let's just get a good look at the models. So they do have bone horns and stuff like that. Which is helpful. Naked. Rich, are you getting naked? So, there's only one colour we're going to be using here. And it's going to be dope. Well, it's not only one colour, there's going to be lots of colours being used. But I believe the best colour for Tzaangor flesh is going to be Space Wolf's Grey. Anyone else bothered by the guy wiping down the sword while it's still in the corpse? What's the point of that? Maybe he's a 50 IQ servant and big boys like there, Chauncey. Maybe. Adeptus Latrina says, hey, it's Warhipster. I say, hey, it's Adeptus Latrina. So, here we go then. Tzaangors, off we go. Did you just see my bottom? Is that what happened? I do apologise. Space Wolf's Grey. All over all the skin. They've been primed in greys here. To give them that nice cold skin tone. There we go. Look at that colour. Isn't that lovely? Do 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 do. Well, that was easy. So I think with a really lovely pale highlight over these, you're going to get that perfect pale Tzaangor tone. Like Fenrisian grey. Just almost like a Fenrisian grey layer, I think will do it. But we'll see. Got to get all over those legs as well. Can't forget the legs. think the trick here is as well is to not just use too much Space Wolves Grey, because obviously Space Wolves Grey is quite pale paint, but if you go a little bit too heavy with it on the brush, it gets quite dark. So I'm just going to mop up that excess just there, because we're going for that. We're going for kind of essentially what we want is the pale pigment of Space Wolves Grey to be in abundance here, rather than the darker pigment. It's a little too much paint there. These beasts of change. That's blasphemy using Space Wolf colours on Thousand Suns. I know. Is it worse than using Slaanesh Grey on Salt Harvets? There we go. Looks pretty good to me. So now we just leave that to dry for a minute. Oh, I've got a really itchy nose. Do you not get bored of painting with contrast all the time? No. No. The worst part of painting a mini for me is doing the metallics, because the metallics I have to do with classic. I hate it. I love painting with contrasts. Contrast paints are fantastic. And they get stuff done real quick. I mean, that right there, that's battle ready Tzaangor flesh. Done. Hey, tabletop ready. Reza has finished all of his LGT painting. A week ahead of schedule, and he was thinking, "Oh, I'm never gonna get it done. I've got too much to do," said Rez. And then he went and got it all done a week before. So, you know. Do you hate like highlighting as well? No, I actually really enjoy highlighting. Highlighting is one of those things that I'm just like, yes, give me more. Right, let's look at the picture again. So they've got kind of a... Oh, it's like a red. You know that's how manly you sound, Rez. Oh, this is cool. They kind of fade into like a pinkish purple. So like Magos purple on the feet would really work. And the horns fade out to a brown. Same for the the beaks as well. So, And the cloth is white. And the armour is all that delicious Achillean green, by the looks of it. But we could thin down the Achillean green. And of course there's tons of gold. Okay. I think I'm getting the handle on this. It looks pretty. Are these Tzaangors from the recent box of Grey Knights? They are indeed. Mikey's Wargaming changed my list on Saturday. That was dangerous. But I support that decision. My lists are always changing. Pretty much the day before, if possible. Day before the deadline, at least. So is that nearly dry? Nearly. So they've gone for like, there's different colours on the hair on the back, but I'm gonna go with what they've got on the screen. Just gonna pull my joggers up a little bit so you don't have to be subjected to that again. And we'll go with that. So we've got a red, Blood Angel's red, of course, which we're going to use on the hair on the back, coming down here. So grab that Blood Angel's red, and off we go. There we go. That's that bit done. But what we're also going to do is now going to use a little bit of Nasdrag yellow. I'm going to use this for all the little hairs all over him. Just over the top of that Space Wolves grey. Like that. Oh, we've got a little bit more on this side. Nearly missed it. Again, all of this will brighten up with the highlights that we're planning to do. There we go. That looks nice. What brush are you using? At the moment I'm using a medium layer brush. Are these Tzaangors from the recent box? Yes. For all Imperial Fist / Crimson Fist players out there, we'll probably be getting a 9th edition book soon because I finally bit the bullet and bought one, so you're welcome. Excellent. Tzeentch have always been my favourite. I remember converting some 1,000 Suns from Berserkers when Berserkers were new. Ooh, that's a long time ago. Tested the list out on Thursday, so I know how it works. Awesome, Mikey's Wargaming. Those Tzaangors are the same as the AOS ones, just have the 40k pistol / chainsword upgrade sprue. That is correct, yes. That is what the Tzaangors in the Hexfire box came with. So it's a box of normal 10 Tzaangors with the chainswords and, well, they've got las pistols, auto pistols, all that kind of thing. So it's a collection of improvised pistols. Pandora's Socks, you at LGT this weekend, Warhipster? No, I'm not at LGT this weekend. I am, in fact, celebrating my 31st birthday this weekend. I will be at home celebrating my 31st birthday this weekend. I heard everyone has to camp, no places to stay nearby. Oh, really? Gosh. What brush are you using? Oh, we've done that. I don't remember that. I'm driving down, only live 1 hour away and couldn't find anywhere to stay. 2 of my friends are having to camp. Tzeentch models are a colourblind painter's dream. So bright and colourful, but also a complete technical nightmare. Woo birthday. Indeed, woo my birthday. My 31st birthday. I'm probably going to do a birthday stream as well. And I might try and do a birthday stream on YouTube and Instagram. Because I think that might be fun. Now this armour, it's definitely Achillean green. And gold. Lots of gold. Ooh, happy birthday. Oh, thank you. Yes, my birthday is on the 26th of September, which is in 5 days. Which is the Sunday, I believe. Yeah, Sunday. So, yeah, it's been a I didn't really want to spend it getting my shit pushed in, but I'm at the London Grand Tournament. Yeah, that's why I didn't get the ticket in the end. So there you go. So So you are making dad noises as well when getting up. Yeah, well, I've been doing that for a while. Should hear me when I'm trying to get out of bed in the morning. I generally scream. Night terrors, ma'am. Happy birthday, Sick Jeb. Thank you. Thank you, Marty C. What do you want? Oh, I mean, I just want all the Warhammer in the world, don't I? All the Warhammer in the world. Mr. Contrast Man, have you any advice for painting red cape / hair with contrast? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you look at any of my recent Celestial Vindicators models, so like the Praetors, or the Vexilla, or the Lord Imperator, they do a lot of red capes in that. For red hair, do you mean ginger or like bright red? Because I think that there's two different types of ginger you could do. I think Gore-Grunter fur is a really good thing for red hair, because it's got that inherent readiness to it, which is really cool. Or you can use for Griffhound Orange and go for that really, really bright orange hair. Thank you, Jordan Knapp. Also, happy birthday. Darn young whippersnappers. War hippersnappers. I really like that, Ross. I am a war hippersnapper. What model would you like for your birthday? Oh, man, Kataro. Do you know what? I really want... So Adam was very kind and has bought me some more Slanesh demons for my birthday. So I have a Keeper of Secrets now. So there will be a video on that. And I have some more demonettes. What I want is more demonettes, but I also want some Slanesh fiends. I want a Lord of Change. There's just so many things. Yeah. Demons and Stormcast is what I'm all about at the moment. What army is everyone bringing that's going LGT? Well, I can tell you what I would have brought if I'd gone to LGT. I would have brought my Imperial Knights, because that's what I'm gonna go. That's what I'm gonna play all my tournaments with now. Happy birthday for the weekend, as I will be busy taking names. Mikey's Wargaming is going for the title. Are you going for the title, buddy? Are you going to win it? He wants the Inner Sphere Command Lance for his birthday. Thank you. Oh, Kataro, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Yeah, I was going to bring Imperial Knights if I was going to go. Right, I need to get Achillean Green. Achillean Green was a paint that I used a fair bit, but not all the time. And then in the recent months, it's become the paint I probably use almost the most. And I'm actually now having to judge when I'm going to need to buy another pot. So this is going to be for all of the armor, and I don't want tons here. So this is going to be one of those things where it's, again, like all about brush control. Controlling the amount that's on the brush so it doesn't get too dark. And just mopping up the excess. And we're just going to go all over the armor to make sure that we pick it all up before doing the trim. Like that. Do it. Like that. Oh, crumbs, that's all armor as well. Might have slightly botched the order of operations here, but never mind. Just have to be extra special careful. Didn't realise the ponytail came down that far. Got the gauntlets as well. Get right in there. The question I have for you guys in the chat is, are any of you attending the Goonhammer Open in October in Nottingham? Because I will be there. And I shan't be square. Yeah, that's correct. There we go. Very nice. There we go. We're going to get a Titan Contrast Plus tutorial. As in a Warhound or a Warlord. I'm just planning on selling all my stuff and going into Star Wars Legion. While I immensely enjoy the Games Workshop models, I don't really enjoy the game. That's fair enough. How many dreads you got, Reza? He's got all of them. We're going to get a Titan Contrast Plus tutorial. I mean, I would love to do one. I just have to be able to buy one. A Warhound. I mean, I'd love to do a Warlord. A proper one. A big one. Not a Titanicus one. I would love to do it. Red for my techless hair, so bright red, methinks. Okay. Yeah, so you could use something like Blood Angels Red would work. Gryph-hound Orange first, and then you could maybe glaze it with Blood Angels Red to kind of put a little bit of depth in there. I think that would work. Or you could fade it out, so you could do like paint it as Blood Angels Red all over, and not Blood Angels Red, Gryph-hound Orange all over, and then once it's dry, get some Blood Angels Red and put it to about halfway, and then just soak it up so it blends out from red into orange, and then you'll be done. You don't have to highlight that. Yay, Knights! Although also boo Knights right now, as the one I'm painting is literally taking over my life. I remember it well when I did mine. The Castellan was quite a journey. I've always wanted to paint a Lord of Change, says Marty C. Well, eventually I will do a tutorial on it, and then you'll be able to see how I do it. I reckon Thousand Suns will do well this weekend. I hope they do. I take it everyone has a pile of shame and a shopping list of dreams. Yes. I have a pile of pride. That's nice. And a shopping list of doubt. Excellent. There's a mountain of shame. Oh, trust me. I have more of a grotto or a hoard. That's what I have. I'd love to know what demon prince you sold your soul to in order to get contrast to go on as smoothly as it does for you. I sold my soul to Niffle. That's what I did. What are we listening to this week? Well, you guys give me the requests and I'll go find it. Mikey's Wargaming. I'd love to, but didn't get the tickets. Ah, that's a shame. I'm going London Open next month. Nice. Hello, thanks for your great job and especially your YouTube painting tutorials. I'm painting the Lumineth army and I was wondering if you ever thought of doing a tutorial on stone guards. I have stone guards to do. Matteo. However I say your name, I'm sorry. I completely butchered that. I do have stone guards to do. I've got Brendan Small's Galacticon 1 and 2 both queued up on Spotify. Yeah. Jolly good. Yeah, send me a genre request. And I will go and I will get it. I'll go get it. And we'll have fun with it. So I think we can actually use some Black Templar here as well. Currently we're on dubstep. Oh god. Right, yes. So I'm going to use Black Templar here for the casing on the chainsword like that. Very nice. And I'm also going to use it on the sheath for this dagger here. Like that. And I should probably use it on the straps as well. Do. Oh, this is going to be tricky. So as not to accidentally blob it on the shoulder. There we go. We'll also do it on the casing of the las pistol. Oh no. Yeah, we will. No. That looks way more ornate. That looks fancy. We'll go with black. Like that. I can't tell if... I answered my own question there. Those are chains. And that's a strap. There we go. Oh, I missed the underside. Sorry, I've just brought it a little bit closer to me so I could inspect where I've missed black details. In love with you. We should probably do the soft grips as well on the weapons. With the black. Like that. And we've got one here as well. Boom. Okay, so we've got some requests. We've got some requests. Metal. Is that what people are after? Okay. Have we got a metal? Where would it be? Rock. So we've got an album here called Headbangers. So we'll try that. I wonder what this song's ripped off of. That doesn't sound like Rage Against the Machine at all. Do 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 do. Right, I need some Magos purple. Do 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 do. So, I'm going to use this Magos purple on the legs, but I'm going to mop it up as I go. So, I'm going to start down here by the feet and bring it up like that. Same on the other side. And around the back. Up to that kind of reverse knee joint. I'm going to wash the brush. And then I'm just going to smooth out that transition a little bit. Just by feathering away at it. I'm going to do the same thing on there. Like that. This will make a lot more sense in a minute once we've got some gold on there. But that's how it's looking so far. And in fact, I'm going to do that now. But instead of using gold, I'm going to do what I did on the Infernal Master. Where is it? There it is. A bit more of a shake. It is Achillean green on the armour, but on the flesh it was Space Wolves grey, Chewy. And also, welcome. So yeah, Achillean green on the armour, Space Wolves grey on the flesh. And now we're about to use some Runelord brass on all of the metal. And all the trim. So I might actually have to get a slightly smaller brush for this, but we'll see. Paint's a little too thin, so add a little bit more Runelord brass in there. And I am going to get a smaller brush. There we go. Small layer brush now. Gonna have to twizzle that slightly to avoid upsetting that angle. There's an argument to be made here that painting the whole of the armour with Runelord brass would have worked, and then adding a Keelian green over the top. But you live and learn. Yes, it was Space Wolves Grey. Did I not say Space Wolves Grey for the flesh? The very first colour was Space Wolves Grey on the flesh. Did I say something else? It's a Keelian green on the armour and Space Wolves Grey on the flesh. Did I say something else? I see. that's a bit weird. How old are Tzaangors? Does anyone know? How long has this kit been a thing? Because it's got all the hallmarks of being annoyingly old. Have I just picked a fiddly Tzaangor to do? I will respond to the chat in just a minute and just... I don't know if you can tell, this is quite tiny detail work. Whew. starting to take shape now, though. We've overlapped a little bit too much there. That was when you use too much metallic at once. Oh, this is fiddly. It should get a lot easier once this bit's done. Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. There we go. Promise I will read the chat in just a minute. Which I'd really like next year for them to announce is metallic contrast paints. That would make me very happy. I always find with chaos, it's like if you have the patience to do it and you just paint all of the base coats in before you get to doing the trim, it'll look weird until you do the trim. And then once you get that trim on there, the whole model just comes to life. Like this. You see? It's starting to look really good. Just got to do the pistol now. And we can put the Rune Lord brass away. It is a really cool looking pistol. It's far too ornate for your basic Tzaangor. Go away, Daddy Longlegs. There we go. All the trims on. Glitter contrast. Do you reckon that could work? Do you reckon if you get a pot of contrast paint and just chuck some really fine glitter in it? Marty C's gone to bed. Sorry, buddy. I didn't see that before you did. No, I don't think Duncan is doing any contrast paints. I think he's got 18 triads of various different colours. You can get metallic pigments. I might try it. I might get a spare pot of contrast and stick some fine glitter in it and see if that works. But yeah, you can get metallic pigments. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use some Black Templar on his feet talons. So I think that always looks good. Like that. And then what I think I might do is I might use it on the beaks of all of these things, but use grey on the skulls themselves. So I'll start with the grey. Have we run out of music now? Yes, we have. All right, someone give me another thing. Or I'll pick an album. Hard House. Sorry. We'll do that next. So I'm going to use Basilicanum Grey over the top of all of these bird skulls. Like so. Oh, we've missed a gem. Buh. It's a good job I've still got a bunch of thin Rune Lord brass down there, isn't it? Strengthen that colour up a little bit. You know, I wish I could play things like Tenacious D, but unfortunately I'd be instantly demonetized. And I can't take that kind of financial hit. Oh, I missed a bit of brass there as well. My powers are slipping.
Boxes are defeating, purpose always fleeting. I pose questions to the ceiling like an answer gonna come. Truth is too revealing, life is easier concealing. All emotions to the star on your heart going numb. I shouldn't be in drive more, I just wanna feel alive more. I feel hurt all the time, but I can't see straight. I've been running on the freeway, till I get blinded by the headlights. They go past me, I see the last me I ever will be. And that got me asking, if living this lightly,
Like that.
right then, or should I been a little bit more focused on the place that my feet needed to go? And as they go past me,
Tenacious demonetized. Exactly.
that got me asking, if living this lightly,
Exactly.
right then,
Right, we need another colour.
focused on where feet wanted to go.
We need apothecary white.
I have a few regrets. Just spent more time out back instead of smoking cigarettes. Wish I worked more on
And let's go with lead belcher.
I thought were interesting as heck. Probably should have gotten closer to my mom, except for pops drawn out death and wish the best, and wish that and all the rest. Sometimes I wonder if I felt more of my own.
Okay, got a bunch more colours.
Out of place. On my smile seems strange. I walk like I'm trying on a wig, or a mask, or a laugh, or a face, or a faith in my place in this path. But so I'm trying to change that and live inside the moment. Not
So I'm going to start with doing the horns, skeleton horde,
till it's gone. Just wait and hope in the next one.
and wildwood.
Long ago before it, there was only so many I could grab, so they all start slipping out of hand. They go past me, I see the last
So what we're going to do is we're going to whack skeleton horde all over.
step in the right thing. Or should I been a little bit more focused on the place that my feet needed to go? And as they go past me, I see the last me that I ever will be. And that got me asking, if living this lightly, step in the right thing. Or should I been more focused on where feet wanted to go?
Like that. Then wash brush. Then grab the wildwood. And then add it towards the end. Like that. Wash brush. And then hit back to skeleton horde. And use that where the two colours meet to just get that blend on. Like that. And just use a clean brush as well. Like so. Same again on the next side. Skeleton horde. All over the horn. Then grab some wildwood. Bring it down about halfway. Grab a little skeleton horde. Smooth out that transition just a bit. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually just going to grab a little bit of Black Templar's Way. I'm just going to add that to the tips. Like that. we'll do the same on the beak. Skeleton horde all over it. Nope, that's the water. I'll do it on both sides. Then we'll grab the wildwood. Grab a little bit of Black Templar. Just add it to the tip. Like so. Just grab a little bit more wildwood in there, I think. Same on that side as well. Like that. Lovely stuff. It looks like we're cooking with gas now. Is this how you did the Plague Bearer's Horn? Almost. Plague Bearer's Horn was a little different. I can't remember what I used on that one. Was it snake bite leather? No, it wasn't snake bite leather. Maybe it was. Oh god, I can't remember. I have to go back and watch my live for when I do that video. I think it was snakebite leather into black. I mean, the technique was the same. That was the apothecary white, by the way. Do 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 do. So he's nearly there with all of his base coats. Nearly. Just got to do the silver. Most of the contrast paints I've bought have been the ones I see Josh use the most. So that'd be Wildwood, Skeleton Horde, Blood Angels Red. Those ones. Just gotta wait for a few minutes for that to dry. I'm quite pleased with this Tzaangors so far. Right, let's grab some lead belcher. I need to have a conversation with Games Workshop about getting some commission on contrast paints. Right, here we go then. Lead belcher on all the remaining details. There's areas like that little mechanical bit there on the chain sword. Got these little horns here that I'm going to do silver as well. Have I done any Eldari yet? Yeah, I've done Jane Czar. And I have a box of Guardians sat on standby for when the Craft Worlds Codex gets announced. And then I can do all the Craft Worlds. And I also have a Harlequin troop. In my pile of shame. Just going to quickly do the chainsaw teeth as well. The lead belcher. Right, we've got the chains and things, which is why we were waiting for the apothecary white to dry. There. Got a little chain just here as well. And one there too. God, I really have picked the most complicated one. Some chains just there. The reverse of this chain. And then we've just got the pistol. I should say the remaining details on the pistol. Yeah, got the barrel as well. There we go. Think of the type of avatar of Cain they could sculpt now. I know, right? Right, I'm just going to quickly use some Black Templar now on the beaks on these skulls. There we go. He's looking pretty dope. What do you think so far, team? Let me refocus the camera slightly. This is our Tzaangor so far. I missed a spot. Yeah, I know. I can see the one. I'm going to leave it like that, tabletop ready, because, you know, some men like to watch the world burn. So now the thing to do is to shade. And we're going to shade the Rune Lord Brass using some Dark Oath Flesh. Hola. So here we go then. Dark Oath Flesh over the Rune Lord Brass. Where to start is the question. We'll start here. Whoa, that's way too much. Alright, Chewy. If that information is requested, Tabletop Ready, I can give it. But that's all part of the quoting phase for commissions. So if someone wants something done dead quick, then I've got to set the time aside. So I have to build that into the quote. So if someone gets in touch and says, can you do this and can you do it in like 2 weeks? Well, depending on the size of the project. If I don't have a bunch of commissions that I'm in the middle of, the answer might be yes. But quite often, I don't quote a specific time on how long it'll take to do, because I find it very difficult to kind of commit to that sometimes. Particularly, you know, real life can get in the way and all that kind of stuff. I try to give people a start date. Like, I will do it in October, for example. So like these sisters that are sat here, the client has asked that I get them done before he goes to a tournament in October. So I had to say, okay, it will cost a little bit more to do that because it means it's got to jump up the queue a little bit. Generally, a lot of people are just like, no rush, buddy, do it when in your own time, which is always really, really nice. There we go, Darko's flesh on. Now for some Basilicana grave. Do you charge more if they want to crit? Yeah. So yeah, if it comes in and it replaces time, you know, things in the pipeline, then it 100% has to. I charge more for it, and if they want it done just quick in general, I will tend to charge a little bit more. And that's mostly just because, like, again, it depends what it is. Like, if it's a case of, can you just paint like this one character and I need it by, you know, I need it 3 weeks from now, the extra charge isn't that much because it's a single character. But if someone was to say, oh, can you just paint this 2,000 point army and can you do it in 2 weeks, I would have to say no. And if you want me to attempt that, that's going to cost a hefty premium. I do generally try to set some expectations with my clients. I do generally tend to ask, like, you know, when do you want it? So then it just becomes about, you know, if they say, oh, no rush, then it becomes about balancing my own time. Occasionally someone will ask, you know, like, once you start, do you know how long it'll take? And I try to give sort of a rough estimate in weeks. Here we go. Both shades are on. £2,000 Custodes arm and it's only 5 models. Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of detail though on those 5 models. And you know, basically to paint a 2,000 point army quickly, I basically have to give up sleep for a little while. And also there's the consideration of, like, if I don't have any content, someone's got to, you know, I've got to create the content at the same time, which is not my customer's fault at all, but that's all part of the, you know, if they want it done quickly, that's all part of the consideration on my part. I mean, there you go. That's a battle-ready Tzaangor. In just under 2 hours. Apart from his eyes. So we are going to do a bit of highlighting tonight. Calling it a night now, guys. Have a good evening all and catch you next time. Thank you very much, Ross. Thanks for hanging out. What colour are their eyes? Oh, they're red. Wow, more orange. We'll go with red. That brush is far too big. So we'll go with Blood Angels red for the eyes, but not very much at all. We can always add there we go. Right, so I think Fenrisian Grey is the highlight here for the skin and the armor. Would be my guess. To make it nice and bright. Yes, I still didn't manage it tabletop ready. It's like it is a drought out here. There is a drought of it. Here we go then. Fenrisian Grey. There's an outside chance that this might not be bright enough for the flesh, but we'll find out. I suspect it will be though. Doesn't look bright enough to me. So maybe if we turn it into a relayer. That works. And then we could use blue horror as the highlight. Yeah, that seems to work. You know where it will work for as a highlight though? It's down here. Yes. Happy with that. How that? That looks pretty good. So now we'll use some blue horror. Oh no, we need to highlight the armor as well. Thankfully, there aren't many edges on this particular Tzaangors armor. Got there and there. What we'll also do, add a little Fenrisian grey highlight just going around there like that. And there like that. There like that. And a small one going along the underside of the cummerbund. I'll do it along the inside as well, like so. And then we'll do a little one there and there. Like that, that looks pretty good. So now we'll grab some blue horror. No, we won't. Now we'll put this album on. Here we go. Blue horror. Oh, actually, it's probably sensible to just add just a little bit more Fenrisian grey here. Like that. Right, here we go then. Blue horror. I suspect blue horror is going to be the one now. Oh yeah, blue horror is definitely the one. Yeah. Looks a bit good. There we go. Can add a little bit more blue horror just here. There we go. Pleased with that. Looks really good. Yeah. Alternative scheme for Magnus. Yeah. Magnus the blue with Magnus the giant orange wings. So now what's the next thing to do? Probably to do all of his little yellow fluff, right? And I think for that, the ideal colour is possibly Screaming Skull. So if we do Screaming Skull, what we can do is we can do Screaming Skull highlights for his yellow feathers, but also for the bone. Ooh. Night all, try to last till the end but can't. That's fair enough, Mikey's Wargame. Thank you for hanging out. Ooh. A little too much at once. Need a little less on the brush this time. Ah, okay. No night tabletop ready. Again, thanks for hanging out. Just highlighting the bones here. Just like that. Got a few more feathers to do. Good morning to you in Australia. There we go. You just need to add a little spot highlight here. Here. Like so. And that's all the bone and yellow. What time is it? Oh, good lord, it's 10:30. So I think we need some white. Gives that a more vigorous shake. There we go. There we go. Get some Corax White on the go. Just like that. There we go. That's the white done. Now we just need to highlight those skulls. Just like that. Perfect. He's very nearly finished. So I think I need some Luganath orange now. Just a teeny tiny amount of Luganath orange. Like that. And could use some Luganath orange on that hair as well, actually. Just on the tips. That way it kind of looks similar to the yellow on the chest. Yeah, like that. Perfect. Got a little too much on there. There we go. So there we have it. Apart from the metallics, he's pretty much done. I think that looks really good. What do you reckon, team? There we go. So I'm not going to highlight the metallics now, but the two colours I would use are Stormhost Silver for the silver and Canoptek Alloy for the gold. But there we go, that's a Tzaangor done and dusted. I mean, it might take another sort of 20 minutes of highlighting to get all of that metallic stuff up to scratch. But yeah, otherwise that's a Tzaangor done and dusted in about 2 hours. 2 hours and 15 minutes. Just really strong going, I think. I mean, to be fair, you could just leave the metallics as they are. There you go. Thank you, Philip. Like I said, Stormhost Silver for the silver, Canoptek Alloy for the bronze. Well, brass. And that is a finished Tzaangor. So I think on that note, we're probably going to conclude it there. Thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. As always, very much appreciated and always a lot of fun. There's a few black details to highlight as well, but that would be using Dawnstone, as I so often do. There we go. Really enjoyed that one. Tzaangor scheme figured out, so we'll film that one properly. But yeah, so like I said, I think we're going to end it there. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you follow the channel. Tell your friends about the channel. Let's get this channel nice and massive. And yeah, we will also, if you're interested in owning a t-shirt similar to this one, you can find my merch available here on YouTube now. So there we go. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all later. Happy wargaming, ladies and gentlemen. Happy wargaming.